Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel where we break down key innovations in power solution. I'm Rada Sheikh Isa, Sales Manager at Dubai Advanced Technology, and I'm very happy to be with you today to discuss about Schneider Electric innovative solution for power, specifically made and designed for data centers. As we all know, those facilities are considered to be the heart of digital transformations, and Schneider Electric considered to be the global leader in energy management and automation. The solution that we're going to speak about for today is a newly invented UPS solution by Schneider Electric that has literally changed the rules of the game. During our presentation for today, you're going to be through the challenges that engineers face when loads increase. We're going to speak more about the product features and specifications as well. We're going to show you how our new hero is going to enhance your business operations and efficiency. And by the end, I hope you're going to gain clarity on how Schneider Electric should be a trusted partner when it comes to reliable infrastructure solution. So I don't want to take much of your time. Please, without further ado, let's get started. Before I dive into today's presentation, let me point out something very important. We all know as the loads on our system increases, so do the challenges we face. Now, this brings us to a critical question. How do we manage the growing complexity of our critical infrastructure? The answer lies in having a system that is more advanced, more reliable, and capable of handling this growing demand seamlessly. But what I'd want to ask each one of you here in this room, what challenges do you think engineers face when loads increase? Today, we have 500 kilowatt of power. Tomorrow, we have 1 megawatt of power. And the day after tomorrow, we have 5 megawatt of power and continue to scale up in the future. Now, to make it even more simpler for you, when it's time for the engineers to acquire a new UPS system, they need a specific UPS to handle these high loads. When acquiring this UPS, what challenges do they face? Please take a moment to answer this question. So let me highlight the main challenges that engineers face when loads increase. Now, first and foremost, our obvious challenge is about maintenance and support. When clients request this kind of system, the first question that comes to mind is about maintenance and support. Why? Based on all of your experience, you all know that downtime will cost millions, sometimes billions, or even worse, it will lead to a disaster. And a prime example of that are hospitals, where downtime is literally a matter of life and death. Every second counts, and a downtime is nothing short of a nightmare. Our second challenge for today, we have efficiency. Now, efficiency has become more critical than ever, especially as energy costs and environmental concerns continue to rise. Businesses nowadays need solutions that can reduce energy consumption while keeping their business running smoothly. Three, one of the most frequently asked points by clients, which is the high cost. Clients are consistently looking for more cost-effective solution in order for them to balance between their tight budgets and business operations. But the problem they're facing is that finding this balance is a growing challenge in today's competitive market. Four, space. Now I saved this one for the last because it is both the most important and the most underestimated challenge. Space limitation can severely impact an entire project. The lack of space will hold on progress and will create significant obstacles for the business. That's why all of these challenges that I just mentioned created a unique opportunity for Schneider Electric to come out, invent, and deliver an exceptional solution that turns all of these pain points into problem of the past. My dear fellow partners, please welcome our new compact powerhouse, the Galaxy VXL UPS series. The Galaxy VXL UPS is operational cost-effective solution and ultra-high density UPS by Schneider Electric that offers the highest OPEX standards, including features such as live swap for seamless maintenance without downtime, scalability to grow with your needs, and maximum efficiency. Please focus on this point because later on the slides, I'm going to show you how much does this beast deliver efficiency compared to the other UPS in the range of Schneider Electric. Maximum efficiency achieved all across topologies, including double conversion mode, eco mode, and e-conversion mode. What really sets the Galaxy VXL UPS apart from the other vendors in the market is its ability to give you a complete insights about your total cost of ownership. Now, when I talk about total cost of ownership, I mean you're going to have a clear idea about what you're going to pay right now, like the upfront cost or the unit price itself, and what you will pay later on in the future when it comes to maintenance, scalability, and downtime. With this UPS, Schneider has redefined what it means to manage critical infrastructure efficiently and cost effectively. Let me start first by defining what I mean with ultra-high density UPS. Ultra-high density means more power packed into a smaller, compact design UPS. Now, the Galaxy VXL UPS can handle up to 1,250 megawatt of power under one frame, which is incredible. Please, if you take a deep look at the comparison between the previous UPS system that you used to offer for similar kind of applications, the Galaxy VX, and the current new model, the Galaxy VXL UPS, both units deliver the same amount of power, or the Galaxy VX deliver a slightly higher power, but the key difference lies in space efficiency. Let's assume or pretend that the partner or client would like to proceed with the Galaxy VX, and he would like to request for 1.25 megawatt of power. What happened is with the Galaxy VX, the UPS would come as a standalone unit, no built-in batteries or power modules to support its power needs. You would need 5 I/O cabinets, 5 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each of these cabinets is rated at 250 kilowatt of power attached to the UPS in order for it to provide the 1.25 megawatt of power. What happened at the end? At the end of the setup, the total solution would span 5 meters in width, taking up nearly half of the room. Where thanks to the new current model with the Galaxy VXL, now the UPS includes built-in power module support its power needs and is scalable within a ready-to-use frame. Nothing extra attached to the UPS, resulting in 71% less footprint compared to the Galaxy VX, reducing the total width to just 1.2 meters. You see the huge difference between 5 meters setup to 1.2 meters setup. And 51% less footprint compared to the other top vendors in the market, making the Galaxy VXL UPS the best in class solution. This doesn't end up here. Speaking of assembly and installation process, with the Galaxy VX, it would literally take weeks to assemble the unit as each components arrive separately to the site. Basically, you need to build up the unit from scratch. Well, on the other hand, here, with the Galaxy VXL UPS, as mentioned previously, it comes within a ready-to-use frame. All you need to use is fix the brackets at the bottom of the UPS to be fixed on the ground, saving time, space, and effort. Now, speaking of the power ranges of the Galaxy VXL UPS, the Galaxy VXL UPS offers power ranges starting from 500 kilowatt of power, scaling up all the way to 1,250 megawatt of power. All of the models in this series are scalable except for one model, which is the 600 kilowatt model. It's not scalable. Please take a look at the image here on the right. This image shows you the UPS frame. Now, the UPS frame provides 10 available spots for power modules. Each of these power modules is rated at 125 kilowatt of power. And this is the first power module by Schneider to be rated at 125 kilowatt of power, with the first 48 volt fan system. All of the previous fans was at 24 volt. Each power module weighs around 54 kgs, so you need 2 strong men to carry the power module. Of course, all of the power modules are live swap to allow easy replacement without downtime, eligible for N+1 redundancy, ensuring backup capacity with enhanced reliability, and finally capable of system redundancy, allowing the client to obtain both system and N+1 for maximum uptime. With these features, the Galaxy VXL UPS guarantees both flexibility and enhanced reliability to meet the demands of critical infrastructure. Clear. A standout feature of the Galaxy VXL UPS is that it is fully front access. Now, this is an extremely important topic for the people that's asking about the clearance of the UPS. There is no need to access anything from the back of the unit. It's fully enclosed, making it easy to maintain and manage everything from the front of the unit. Now, this design does not only simplifies the operation, but also enhances the safety and compactness of the unit. However, in order for Schneider Electric to come out with this sleek and compact design, something had to be adjusted. There are no switches within the UPS, meaning that you need to use an external switch box. Why is that? Now, this trade-off was necessary in order for Schneider Electric to maintain the compact form factor that sets the Galaxy VXL UPS apart from the other vendors in the market, again making the Galaxy VXL UPS the best in class solution. Those are the 4 live swap components that you can replace them while UPS is in operation. Any other components you will need to bypass the UPS to replace them. We have first the display And this is, by the way, the first 10-inch display used by Schneider Electric. All of the previous displays was 7 inches. We have the 125 kilowatt power module. We have the air filter and network management card. Moving on to the parallel capabilities. The Galaxy VXL UPS is capable of handling up to 5 megawatt of power in parallel, or 5 megawatt plus n plus 1 in parallel. You can connect only up to 4 units. Each of these units is rated at 1250 megawatt of power. And a fun fact, if you add this total 5 megawatt setup would span 5 meters in width. Just imagine it. 5 meters for only 1.5 megawatt, or 5 meters for 5 megawatt setup. Efficiency and testing. We've come to one of the most exciting slides in this presentation. The Galaxy VXL UPS can deliver, or delivers, the highest level of efficiency compared to all of the UPS in the range of Schneider Electric. It provides an efficiency of 97.5 in double conversion mode, 99% in eco mode, and 99% in e-conversion mode. Additionally, the UPS includes a spot test to check the UPS status under different loads. Let's do a fast recap on what is e-conversion and double conversion, just to let you understand what's the main difference between them. So in order for me to differentiate and benchmark between these two topologies, I'll have first to go back to the traditional setup, check how it works together, then we can differentiate between it and the new e-conversion setup. With the double conversion, it's well known that the alternate current will come from the grid. It will go all the way through the rectifier, where we'll have the first operation, power factor correction, harmonic filtration, voltage and frequency regulation, and finally switching from alternate current to direct current. Continues all the way its path, charging the batteries, then goes back to the inverter, or goes to the inverter, where it will be switched back from the direct current to alternate current and transmit immediately to the load. I know that this traditional setup ensures the highest level of protection, but it also leads to a slight increase in energy consumption and heat generation. Why is that? Too much electricity is being used, power is converting twice before it reaches to the load. On the other hand, here with the e-conversion mode, the first different thing that in the e-conversion mode, rectifier will be off, it's not going to work. The second different thing that the alternate current this time will come from the bypass. It will go all the way through the bypass switch. Before it reaches to the load, it goes back to the inverter, where we'll have the third different thing. The inverter in the e-conversion mode is energized and designed with 4 circuits. 2 circuits to maintain the DC charging, and the other 2 circuits to do the power conversion. After having only a single operation, it will transmit immediately to the load. Now, this does not only lowers the operation cost, but also enhances or reduces the environmental impact, making this the #1 choice for sustainability and critical infrastructure. Now, moving on to the spot test. With the spot test, let's assume or pretend that I'm an oil and gas company, and I just requested a UPS with 500 kilowatt capacity, and I paid for it around 200K. At the end of the day, if I paid this much of money, I need to make sure that the UPS is working perfectly well and fine. So what happened in order for me to make sure of that, when the UPS reaches to the site, I request the engineers or the one responsible for the assembly and installation process to buy or rent a load bank. And this load bank will cost a lot of money. 2, I would need to use a real current in order for me to check the UPS status under the front load. But this real current will end up at my monthly bill of my organization. To skip and eliminate all of this cost, I'm going to use here the spot test. What does the spot test do? Instead, it will first of all, it will take the job of the load bank and the real current. The spot test will simulate power instead using real power. Now, how does this work? The UPS will be on a bypass. It will take only 10% of the load to push the inner components inside the UPS, like the rectifier and inverter, to create stress. From the stress, it's going to generate heat. From this heat, it's going to move in a loop. Now, while moving in a loop, it's going to test its status under different load. But the only thing, unfortunately, is not applicable with this is the battery charger. But later on in the future, it will be added soon. Now, going back to the double conversion and e-conversion, I have to add one more thing. Many of the clients or partner ask if it does have the same level of protection as double conversion mode. Yes, it does. In case of the alternate current or the main power is off, inverter will take on in milliseconds Your equipment will always be protected without any disruption. Now, speaking of batteries, battery flexibility to suit your needs and wants. The Galaxy VXL UPS is flexible to battery selection, allowing you to choose between VRLA batteries and lithium-ion batteries. However, although both battery system is supported with the Galaxy VXL UPS, we do highly recommend to use the lithium-ion for its superior advantages, like lighter in weight for easier handling and installation, heat tolerance. It takes up more heat with less cooling, faster recharge time for improved availability, longer lifespan for greater value over time, and finally space-saving design. The batteries takes up less room. One of the most lit added feature to this Galaxy VXL UPS is that it contains an exterior LED strip light attached at the top of the UPS in order for it to show you the UPS alarm status without the need of going to the display, navigating through the settings to check its alarm. Now you can walk far away in the facility, take a look at the UPS. If it's in good condition, it will pulse green light for you. If it needs attention, it will pulse yellow lights for you. If it's in critical condition, it will pulse red light for you. Now, I have been taking some photos. I will show you after we're done from this presentation. Communication interface. Finally, the Galaxy VXL UPS is EcoStruxure connected, allowing you to choose between or allowing you to monitor and manage the performance seamlessly through DCIM data center infrastructure management, of course, via on-premise or on cloud. Additionally, the UPS includes two available spots for for network management card, allowing the client to monitor and manage the performance from various network TAR. However, when the client orders the UPS, it only comes with one included network management card, giving him the opportunity to expand as he needs. Those are some photos that I took personally, as I promised before. In order for you to check the UPS, how does it look in real life? We have the packaging of the UPS and the power model. We have the new 125 kilowatt power model, the back interface board, the 48 volt fan system, the Galaxy VXL UPS outside the packaging, and finally the light or the exterior LED strip light attached at the top of the UPS as mentioned previously. Dear all, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I hope it was crystal clear for you, and stay tuned for new upcoming videos.